That night, something special was happening outside the Taj Mahal. Jamal could hear the sound of classical music. There was a show of some kind. Hundreds of people had come in the first finest clothes to watch an opera at this special place. For Salim and the other homeless children, this was a chance to steal some money from the pockets of the rich. But Jamal did not join them. There was something about the music that touched them. He just stopped and watched. He didn't know the story of the opera, but he could understand what was happening in it now. A man was sitting and holding the body of his dead wife. His song was the saddest, most beautiful thing Jamal has ever heard. As they listened, Jamal knew something in his heart. He had to go back Mumbai. He had to go back for Lanka. In the television studio, Perm read out the next question. On an American $100 bill, there is a picture of which American politician? A. George Washington. B. Franklin Roosevelt. C. Benjamin Franklin. D. Abraham Lincoln. The presenter did not hide his smile. Did you get a lot of $100 bill in your job, Jamal? Jamal was happy to play this game too. It's the minimum tip for my work, he said. The crowd laughed, surprised that this Chawala was brave enough to answer Perm with a joke of his own. Now I know why my mobile phone bills are so high, replied the presenter. It was clear that he didn't want Jamal to win the biggest laugh from the audience. But before the audience's laughter had died, Jamal said, "The answer is C." Moments later, the computer showed the correct answer on the screen. Perm was a professional, but he couldn't quite hide his look for smile. You have just won the 1 million rupees. Jamal and Salim had just been boys when they ran away from Mumbai. When they returned to the city now, years later, they were teenagers. Mumbai had changed too. There was lots of new building going on all over the city. Many of the old places the boys had known, Juhu, the old slum, the off-range were gone. But in many ways in the city was unchanged. It was still the place where millions of the poor had to fight to live and survive. Jamal spent long days looking for Latika, walking all over the city, but nobody knew anyone with that name. Jamal found a job working in a hotel kitchen so that he and Salim could buy food. Salim wasn't happy to be back in the city. "We left a good life behind in Thai," he said angrily. "We came back to find Latika," Jamal reminded him. "No, you came back for her, Jamal. I didn't. I don't care about her. There are 19 million people in this city. Forget her. She is history." But Salim was wrong. A few days later, when Jamal was crossing under the busy road, he passed a beggar saying for money. Jamal paused. This was a face he remembered from his past. It was Arvind, the boy who had been blind by Mom man years ago. Jamal looked into the young beggar's lightless eyes. Arvind stopped singing and said, Those who help others will find luck themselves, sir. Without a word, Jamal handed his old friend the $100 bill. Arvin held it to his face and breathed in. "Dollars," he said. "How much?" "100," said Jamal. "Do you think I'm stupid?" "It's true," said Jamal. "I promise you." "What is on the note?" asked Arvin. "Whose picture?" Jamal looked down at the note. "It's an old man. He's got no hair on top of his head, but long hair at the side, like a girl." Arvin smiled, knowing now that this was the truth. "It's Benjamin Franklin," he said. Arvin reached up to touch Jamal's face. He knew Jamal's voice. He had met his old friend again. "So you are a big guy now, Jamal. I'm happy for you." Looking at the beggar's sightless eyes, Jamal didn't know what to say. The words didn't seem enough, but he managed. "I'm sorry, Arvin." The beggar spoke without anger. "You were saved, my friend. I wasn't so lucky. That's the only difference." Jamal took a deep breath. "Arvin, I'm trying to find Latika." Arvin understood. "Keep away," he said. "Mama never forgets. He will kill you." But Jamal had to know. "She's alive, isn't she?" "She's on Pila Street," said Arvin. They called. Jamal took a last look at his old friend and the terrible destiny he himself had only just avoided. "Thanks," he whispered. As he ran off, Arvin's voice followed him. "I will sing for you at your funeral."